Alright, so we just wanted to show this beautiful morning here. Had quite a thunderstorm last night. And so I wanted to share.
Yeah, we had a good monsoon, but it looks like it passed through. We may get another one later on.
Yeah. Alright, now we'll start the copying questions.
Hey, it is August 1st. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a great LTS. Just tons and tons of comments, and thank you so much for the interaction and the questions. It was awesome. We had a great time, and fortunately we didn't have any real glitches. I think the camera blinked like a couple times, didn't it, babe? Yeah, I think it just blinked like a couple times. So much better than we've had previously. So we'll probably be doing more of the LTSs out in that new building. So here's what I did on the LTS: is I refinished this sign, and you guys saw me put a brush coat on this. But what I decided to do is put, I think, 2 or 3 more spray coats with the Helmsman in the spray can. And reason being, I was going to put another brush coat on it, but reason being is it started to kind of fill up in the background. You probably can't see that on the camera, but it kind of started to fill up the background with that heavy coat that I put on it during the LTS. So I thought, I'm just going to put some spray coats on there. So I put at least, I think, 2 or maybe 3 spray coats on there. But I'm going to let it sit for another day, and then either Vic or I are going to put our bling back on the crown, and then we're going to hang it back up and see what happens. So I think we still got some more monsoon weather coming. So within a few days, this thing will probably be in the rain. So we'll see how it holds up. I've heard that the Helmsman, thank you all for the feedback. I'm getting tons and tons of feedback on finishes and different things. So I'm learning a lot from that, and I'm going to experiment a lot. But I've heard that the Helmsman on hardwoods like this walnut may not hold up well, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to keep working and keep trying different finishes, and maybe the Helmsman holds up better on softwoods, but just not on hardwoods. I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out. So I'm going to keep experimenting with it. So that's it for that. Again, thanks everybody for the great comments and questions and stuff on the LTS. It turned out really well. All right, so getting into, we'll get to the questions in a second. First of all, update on the seminars. Again, the seminars are on the October 5th, 15th, and 18th. We've got some slots filled some slots in all 3 of those now. So you've only got like 30 days till the end of this month. If you're thinking about attending, the October 5th I think is like half full, isn't it, babe?
Yeah.
It's like half full. So there's only 12 slots per seminar. Again, you can get all the details. If you want all the details on it, Vicki would be happy to email you a whole deal on it. Still working on getting the page up with all the details. But Vicki's email will be here on the screen, and more importantly, in the description below. Sometimes it doesn't show up on the screen. So in the description below, get Vicki's email, ArizonaGirl1961 at Yahoo. And she will email you all the details on that, tons of great details. So don't want to go over take up a bunch of time here. So let's get into the questions of the day. Here we have one from Robert Repine. He says, Eric, what am I doing wrong when I keep getting high spots in the background when I'm sanding the sign with the outset letters? Any help would be greatly appreciated. So what we figured out is Robert was using the 60 degree where he should have been using the 90 degree. On our bits, let me take the covers off here. I didn't warn you about showing the bits, did I? Sorry. So let me show you the difference between the 60 and the 90. These are our bits that we use. Maybe it'll be up against our my shirt here, hopefully.
Okay.
So the one here is the 60-degree bit. This is for inset letters. The one here is the 90-degree bit. This is for doing the background on outset letters. If you use the 60-degree bit, this one, for your background, you're going to end up with tons of high spots when you go to sand, unless you make really, really tiny circles. So the 90-degree bit, the one in my left hand, this is for the background. So if you mix these up, you won't get the look that you're looking for. You'll end up with a lot of high spots. So remember, 90-degree background, 60-degree inset letters. Hope that clears that up. But that's what we determined after talking with Robert a little bit here and there. That's what it was. He was using the wrong bit for the wrong operation. So hope that helps you guys, because I used to get those mixed up all the time too. It's really easy to mix those up. So the next thing is something I've covered that before, but this one is one I haven't covered before. And I don't know why. Pigs are making noise out there. Oh, they're tearing that thing up.
Yeah.
Oh, stinking pigs. Hey, pigs!
Who?
Get away from there!
He talks back.
He argues with me. Pigs! Snort, Toot, get away from there! Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Wait.
Eyeball me.
See if I can get him on the camera.
Get away from there! Dadgum. Hogs. We've got that seed block, and we've got it blocked off with some little fencing. Seed block for the quail and the birds and stuff, and we've got it blocked off for the fencing, and the pigs just discovered it this morning, and now they're trying to tear it apart to get to the seeds that have hit the ground down there. I'm gonna have to go out and drive some stakes and have
Not in the pigs, in the fence.
yeah, and have a luau. That's what I was gonna say.
No.
Stinking pigs. All right. Okay, so I'm back to our question here. Oh, this was one that I got from Dana Allison, and Dana says, I was sanding down cedar wood and I was making a sign, and I came across this spot that appears to be stain in the wood. The more I sanded, the bigger the stain got. Have you seen this with cedar fencing? And the funny thing is, I have seen this, and I learned early on not to pick boards that had these marks on them, but I've never talked about it. So thank you, Dana, for covering that. So this is what the little stain looks like. I really don't know what it is. My guess, and I don't know one way or the other, but I consider it to be like mold. Because if you look at it and you come across that cedar fencing and you see this, a lot of times it goes clear through the board. You can see it on the back. So I think it's maybe a type of mold, but one thing I do know is that I avoid boards that have this mark on them. Now, you know, in many cases, this is a blow-up picture of it. In many cases, it's not very noticeable, but it definitely is noticeable to me. So I learned early on to avoid boards that had that mark on it. Here's the finished sign. And I'm going to roll, because that was second question, I'm going to roll right into Dana being a sign carver of the day, because it's a really cool sign. Dana makes some really cool signs. So if you look real close, here's where that stain is, right in this area. But a really, really nice sign. I love those little cardinals. They look cool.
Okay.
So Dana's sign carver of the day on that one. But yeah, try to avoid those boards. If you guys are using the cedar fencing, if it's like it is out here, try to avoid those boards that have that. It's kind of a blue. I wish I had a board that was live, that, you know, wasn't a picture. And next time I go down to get some cedar, I'll purposely pick a board that's got one of those and show you, because it's kind of a bluish. It almost looks like ink, like a blue ink, or sometimes it's black. But I don't know. I call it mold, but I don't know that that's what it is. Okay, second sign carver of the day, Walter Roberts. Very cool sign. Notch corners with kind of the rustic angle grinder, although I think he may be doing that more with a router bit. Looks like maybe a 90 degree or a 60 degree, doing that edging on there. Kind of a rustic look on the edging. And a Western letters. Just a really, really nice sign, Walter. I really like it. And what's he got? Some horses on there. Oh yeah, that's. I think that's our layout template for that leaping horse. Yeah, and that S looks really cool. Really neat artwork.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nicely done. All right, so that is that's the questions. Went over that. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. So remember, guys, only 30 days left on that seminar. If you guys are thinking about it, you have any questions on it, email me, email Vic. Our emails are in the bottom here. We're gonna have it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But Vic will email you some details on that if you want. And we've talked about it several times. What else?
Like and share your video.
Yeah, please thumbs up if you like this video, if you like what we do. And based on what we're hearing from you guys, I'm probably going to turn the commercials back on the videos. But I got over 400 of them, and I got to do them one at a time to go into the edit and do them one at a time. So I may get my daughter or my wife to help me with that. I don't know. We'll see. So, everybody, have a great day. No dad thought of the day. I haven't been able to nail him down to get thoughts of the day. So, I will try and get him to sit down and do some thoughts of the day, guys, because I know you guys kind of like that, but there won't be one on here. Yeah, everybody, hope you have a great weekend, or not weekend, hope you had a good weekend, hope you have a great week, and we will see you on Wednesday for Coffee and Questions, and then Friday, of course, we'll have another newsletter. So we'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.